Hey, did you ever know that an acorn comes into a mighty oak? With time, persistence, effort, and pure volume of acorns hitting the ground. Today I want to talk about the acorn and how you can utilize the infamous acorn to be the most successful version of yourself, the best version of yourself, the 2.0 version of yourself. Hey guys, thanks for joining into my show again. I do appreciate it. If you're new to the show, please like and subscribe. If you're coming back, I want to congratulate you for coming back, because each and every day that you come back, you listen, you implement, increases your chances of becoming the best version of yourself, the 2.0 version of yourself. Because let's face it, as we are in January 2024, it always seems to be a new starting period, a new time where people have high expectations of their year. They have New Year's resolutions that, well, most of them won't come to fruition, but that's okay, because we are here to help you, and you are here to help me, because we are making it all happen. But what I want to talk about today is something that is very interesting. See, I am a environmental scientist. I am also an entrepreneur. I also have degrees in business. And with that said, I like to look at patterns, right? I like to see different things in their perspective and how it reaches into the natural environment. And I'll be quite honest, there's a lot of things in this world that you can tie back to the natural environment. The way trees are formed, flowers are formed, animals eat, they protect, they hide. Because we always forget, as humans, we forget that we are animals. We have that same animalistic instincts. We are part of nature. And when we choose to continue to read off the natural processes that happen each and every day, that's when we become a little more better, a little more successful. Now, yes, we are different from the animals in the woods that are just moving to survive, because we don't want to only survive. We want to be the dominant animal. We want to be the animal that thinks outside the box. We want to be the person that makes a difference in this world. Because like I said before, I really truly do believe that we are put on this earth to show who we are, and by showing who we are, we help those become the best version of themselves, the 2.0 version of themselves. Because we all get stuck, and when we get stuck, I feel like those are the times that we are not following the natural paths of nature. Now, before you guys think that I'm a little bit crazy by talking about nature as a not natural path, and that's the only way that you can be successful, I want to tell you that I'm just going to put it out there. I want you to think about something as simple as the acorn. The mighty oak tree comes out of the acorn. The mighty oak tree is that builds houses, that builds structures, that builds homes, that can be set on fire for heat. But that mighty oak comes from one single acorn. And that acorn drops from that tree at a rate of 1 in 10,000. Which means that 10,000 acorns on average drop from that one single tree. And guess what? Guess what happens after that? One out of that 10,000 on average will germinate and grow under the right conditions to be, and only to be, the mighty oak. Think about that. One tree drops 10,000 acorns. Out of those 10,000 acorns, on average, one, and maybe one, will become an oak tree. So let's back up a little bit and relate this into our own world. I like to think about positive things that I do throughout the day as laying down acorns. But when you put down an acorn, it's not the acorn that keeps the lights on. It's not the BAU, the business as usual. The business as usual, the BAU that you do that keep the lights on each day. It might be your 9 to 5 job. It might be the administrative work that you do each and every day. It might be the simplicity of doing the same routine over and over and over again for your health and fitness. Those are not acorns. The acorns are the things that you do that will make you into that mighty oak, increase your chances of being the best version of yourself, the 2.0 the version of yourself. So let's relate this to, say, you going to the gym. And you typically do 3 sets of 10. Maybe you do 4 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 12. You increased. Once you increase, you drop an acorn. You build those acorns into your pile. They drop onto the floor, the forest floor, and they begin the germination process. And now as you progress, remember, that increase that you had that dropped the acorn is now your BAU, your business as usual. In order for you to drop another acorn, you got to increase the resistance. You got to increase the effort. You got to increase the volume. And that becomes your new standard, your new BAU. Think about it when you walk into the office and you do your day in and day out duties. Those are your BAU. Those don't give you the big raises. Those don't give you the pats on the back. Those don't give you the big bonus. You're expected to do those. You change a process or procedure to make it better, to make it streamlined, to save the company money. You dropped an acorn. And if that acorn grows into a mighty oak, you get that raise. You get that bonus. You get that promotion. So dropping acorns has to do with doing outside the box stuff. Doing stuff that makes you the best version of yourself, that shows you who and shows to them who you are, the world who you are. Let's say you're an archer and you shoot 10 arrows every day. That's BAU. But if you go to the gym to increase your strength to be the best archer, that's an acorn. If you shoot 15 arrows twice a day, that's an acorn. That's 2, increasing from 10 to 15 and from 1 session to 2. So as you continue to drop acorns, you increase your chances of growing into that mighty oak, that best version of yourself, the 2.0 version of yourself. See, there's a lot of things that you hear each and every day about the person that wakes up earliest wins, and that's why. Because they're already dropping acorns while you're sleeping. Because typically when someone wakes up early, they have a to-do list that is bigger than themselves. It's the list of successes. And if they knock off that list outside of their normal BAU, business as usual, they're dropping acorns while you're sleeping. Now, I know sleeping is important. Please trust me, I know that more than anyone else. But the person that's outperforming is the person that's dropping more acorns onto the forest floor, who has more success of being that mighty oak. Because remember, Every oak drops approximately 10,000 acorns in 1 year. And over those 10,000 acorns, only one, potentially one, can become an oak. Now, what happens between that process? 10,000 acorns fall to the forest floor. Then you get the animals that start eating them for nutrition. Chipmunks, squirrels, turkey, deer, blue jays, bears, etc. I want you to think about those people that are eating, those animals that are eating your acorns as your competition. They're trying to steal your acorns by dropping their own acorns. They're trying to remove you from the competition. So that every time you drop an acorn, if they pick it up first before it goes into the ground, they're minimizing your potential. So how do we do that? We become the front runner. We do the things that make us the best version of ourselves, the successful person. And if that's in business, that might be being the first one to implement a new program. It may be reacting quicker to a problem and develop a solution. But if they develop a solution before you, they stole your acorn. If they started that business that you've been thinking about, they stole your acorn. Stop them from stealing your acorn. They're your competitors. They're your competition. Every acorn that falls from that tree, that falls from you, by what you do each and every day, if it gets stolen, you lose that opportunity. And now I want you to think about this in a different perspective too. Also, think about that acorn, that one acorn that drops. It has 3 months, January, February, March, in which the conditions need to be perfect. There needs to be the right amount of moisture. The soil needs to be the right texture. And it must be the perfect environmental situation that will allow it to germinate. That's your BAU. Your business as usual is to maintain the conditions so that that acorn can grow into the mighty oak. So guys, each and every day that you wake up, I need you to start thinking. You're thinking about how many acorns you could drop that day. And any kind of negative thing you do that is against ethics, against the way you should be doing stuff, such as eating crappy food, that's taking your acorns away also. Your competition's not the only one taking away your acorns, so is your lifestyle. So if you want to be the best version of yourself, you need to drop those acorns and maintain those acorns through your BAU and don't allow them to rot through you eating bad food, putting bad things in your mouth, bad practices, sleeping in, being a bad individual in the society, not treating people with respect. So not only do you need to nurture the acorns that you have dropped, you also need to maintain them. If you don't maintain them, you lose them to the competition and you lose them through the way that you are putting your body, your mind, and your soul through. So you can lose them by your actions and you can lose them by your competitors. So think. Before you go to bed tonight, think about the acorns that you want to lay down tomorrow. Is that waking up early in the morning and getting an exercise routine or an extra exercise in or extra set or an extra rep? You hear it all the time from many podcasts and many books. That one extra, that one opportunity, that one. You know what that one is? That's the acorn that hits the ground, that's maintained by you taking care of it, by nurturing it, by feeding it to make it into that mighty oak. But remember, only 1 in 10,000 will make it. So what does that mean? You need to drop as many possible acorns you can each and every day, each and every minute, each and every second, in hopes that you have one or many mighty oaks that transform from that. And the oak is success. Now I'm going to throw a second situation in here. Did you know that the mighty oak takes 80 years to mature? It takes 80 years to mature. So what does that mean? It takes time. Even though you are laying down your acorns right now, as we speak, just remember that it will take time. It's not going to happen overnight. Success does not happen overnight. Health, wealth does not happen overnight. It takes time, and it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of hurt, and it takes a lot of pain, and it takes a lot of sacrifices. So remember, as you look and you drop those acorns, not only do you have to nurture it with good nutrition and good environment through your BAU, you also have to drop as many acorns as possible every day, all day, and you have to have patience. So guys, drop those acorns now, today, every day, and wait and nurture and make the perfect environment for those acorns to grow, because those mighty oaks are your success. Guys, I hope you got value out of this today. I know I did when I was reading on oak trees, and I was thinking about this over the last few months. It's something that I do on a daily basis, and I know that some of those acorns that I plant, 1 in 10,000, will not make it. But I'm just looking for that one to make it to the point that I am where I need to be, the 2-point version of myself, the best version of myself. So guys, get out there, plant your acorns. If you get value out of this, I do really appreciate you liking, subscribing, commenting. It really does help this channel grow. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye.